goal. Because as HG Patri Prabhu used to tell me, if your eyes cannot see the goal, right, how you can expect your leg to reach there? When Srila Prabhupada gave example of the man who walking on the rope, on the rope, sometimes you can see in Vrindaban also, small children walking on this rope, doing some kind of performances, So they always keeping balance. Sometimes with a stick, long stick. Have you seen? So, and from far away, it looks like they are almost not moving. But actually, if you come close, you can see their feet always moving little by little, moving. Because if the feet stop moving, you will fall down. You cannot stand. That's why Prabhupada said, if you want to remain in the sun, shine, you have to learn how to move along with the sun. Because if you're not moving, you'll be left in one time in the shadow. Because all the world is moving, sun is moving. And if you don't know how to move along with the sun, you'll be left behind in the shadow. And that's why I always say this is international movement for Krishna consciousness, not international sitting for Krishna consciousness. It's a movement. We are moving, and Krishna is the sun. Krishna Surya Saman Maya Haya Andhakar. Kaha Krishna Taha Maya Nayadikar. So naturally, whenever is knowledge, Jnana Dipena Bhashvataha. Jnana ka Deepak. Deepak means torchlight. And then when there is torchlight, you understand what is good, what is bad. Right? I was thinking to talk today about this, very, very important. About the intention, about the meaningful action, and about the result. And it's not the same. And to discriminate what to do when. Dudh ka dudh, pani ka pani. So it requires intelligence. And intelligence means it's called buddhi, right? It's buddhi yoga. This is not stupid yoga, it's buddhi yoga. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattah sarvam pravartati iti matva bhajanti mam buddha bhava samaritaha. Very intelligent people can understand this process, but it takes many lifetimes. So what is real intelligence? Actually it's very important to understand what is this process we are following. Very often many people are doing this mechanically, very much. I've seen many Hindus just doing some ritual, different ritual. But spiritual life is much more than simply ritual. It's our lifestyle, it's our particularly prana. It's our spiritual Krishna consciousness is not just about some rules and regulations only. That is there, but what is this about? What is this buddhi yoga? What hell are we doing all this here? In this basements of the building. So what we want to achieve, what is our goal ultimately? So this is lecture for all of us. Because if you don't know what we want to achieve in this life, then how you can achieve it? Even you will achieve it, you will not know that you already achieve it. Or you think that you achieve it. I already have everything. I know I have it. It means you didn't start even. So let's talk about this today. And we can start by calling Krishna's mercy. Shall we?
Yes.
Yes, because we need prasada le samugrihita evahi. We need the mercy of Krishna. Because without Krishna, dadami buddhi yogam sam. Even we can give nice class, if he will not give you jnanama pohanam, if he will not give you intelligence, if he will not give me power to speak some adequate words, it will be like simply agitation of the air and just time pass. You understand? So we have to pray so we can get some intelligence to understand something. Because with our tiny human life, correct, we are very, very insignificant. Okay? Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Radha
Jai ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
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 ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मायं ददाति स्वापदन्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुशीलतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवंश्च श्रीरूपं सग्रजतं सहनप्रगणरघुनाथन्दितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पदं सहागण ललित श्री विशाखान्वितं च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। ताप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। अजानुलम्बित भुजौ कनकावदातौ Sankirtanaikapitaro Kamalayatakshav Vishwambaro Dvijavaro Yugadharmapalau Vande Jagatpriyakaro Karunavataro Nityananda Vadutendur Vasudha Pranavallabha Jahnavi Jivita Patir Krishna Prema Pradat Prabhu Padmavati Shriman Sutaha Sachinandana Purvajaha Bhavan Matta Jagatprata Rakta Gaura Kalevaram Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hari Om Tat Sat. So today I would like to read from Sri Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10, text number 10. Very important. This is one of the 4 Chatur Shloki of Bhagavad Gita. This is the essence of Bhagavad Gita. And from very beginning, I would like to request, put your mobile telephone on. So if somebody's sound will come during the lecture, you have to buy 10 Bhagavad Gitas. So make sure it's on and tell your friends to call you right now. So everyone's whose sound will come and whose mobile is not on silence. So he has to, this is a deal. So you have to get 10 Bhagavad Gitas. Okay? So keep on silence. Tesham satata yuktanam Ajatam priti purvakam Dadami buddhi yogam tam Yinamam upayanti te Tesham satata yuktanam Ajatam priti purvakam Dadami buddhi yogam tam Yena mam upayanti te. One more time. Tesham satata yuktanam Ajatam priti purvakam Dadami buddhi yogam tam Yena mam upayanti te. You can try to repeat. Don't hesitate. Practice makes man perfect.
Tesham satata yuktanam Bhajatam priti purvakam Dadami buddhi yogam tam Yena mam upayanti te.
This is very, very important verse. Chatur, 4 important verses in all Bhagavad Gita. 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay,
Tesham satatam yuktanam
Tesham satata yuktanam
Ajatam
Priti
purvakam
Ajatam priti purvakam Tadami
Dadami buddhi yogam tam
buddhi yogam tam
Yena upayanti te.
Yena upayanti te. Mataji, please.
Tesham satata yuktanam
Tesham satata yuktanam
Ajatam priti purvakam
Ajatam priti purvakam
Dadami buddhi yogam tam
Dadami buddhi yogam tam
Yena mam upayanti te.
Yena mam upayanti te.
We got 10 Bhagavad Gitas, huh? Which one? Everybody's scared. Okay. Okay. Okay, excuse. Tesham unto them. Satata yuktanam always engaged. Bhajatam in rendering devotional service. Priti purvakam in loving ecstasy. Dadami I give. Buddhi yogam real intelligence.
tam,
Tam.
that, yena, by which, mam, unto me, upayanti te, upayanti, come, te, they. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, HG Patri Prabhu ki
Jai.
To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. This is Supreme Personality telling. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. Purport. In this verse, the word Buddhi Yogam is very significant. We may remember that in the second chapter, the Lord instructing Arjuna said that He had spoken to him of many things and that He would instruct him in the way of Buddhi Yoga. Now, Buddhi Yoga is explained. Buddhi Yoga itself is action in Krishna consciousness. That is the highest intelligence. Buddhi means intelligence, and yoga means mystic activities or mystic elevation. When one tries to go back home, back to Godhead, and takes fully to Krishna consciousness in devotional service, his action is called Buddhi Yoga. In other words, Buddhi Yoga is the process by which one gets out of the entanglement of this material world. The ultimate goal of process is Krishna. The ultimate goal of progress is Krishna. People do not know this. Therefore, the association of devotees and bona fide spiritual master are important. One should know that the goal is Krishna, and when the goal is assigned, then the path is slowly but progressively traversed, and the ultimate goal is achieved. When a person knows the goal of life but is addicted to fruits of activities, he is acting in karma yoga. When he knows that the goal is Krishna but he takes pleasure in mental speculation to understand Krishna, he is acting in jnana yoga. And when he knows the goal and seeks Krishna's completely in Krishna consciousness and devotional service, he is acting in bhakti yoga or buddhi yoga, which is complete yoga. This complete yoga is the highest perfectional stage of life. A person may have a bona fide spiritual master and may be attached to the spiritual organization, but if he is still not intelligent enough to make progress, then Krishna from within gives him instructions so that he may ultimately come to him without difficulty. The qualification is that a person always engage himself in Krishna consciousness and with love and devotion render all kind of services. He should perform some sort of work for Krishna, and that work should be with love. If a devotee is not intelligent enough to make progress on the path of self-realization, but is sincere and devoted to the activities of devotional service, the Lord gives him a chance to make progress and ultimately attain to Him. Hare Krishna. It is explained in scriptures that most of the people of this world they are in ignorance. Omajnana timir andhasya. Andhasya means blindness, andha. Like Dhritarashtra, Janmanda. He was blind from birth. Some people they blind by lust, by greed. Lobha, andha, or kam, andha, or etc. etc. Nati viduk swarthagatim hi vishnum durasaya hi pairathamanina Andhayantham Darupaniyamas Titishatantra Murdam Nibandha. Bhagavatam explains that most of the people, they have no idea about the goal of life. Until Swarthagati. Swarthagati means purpose which is very beneficial for all of us. Ultimate goal. And one blind leading another blind, both of them coming to the dead end. And we can see modern civilization exactly, we are progressively in that direction. Madness. Nam pramatta kruti vikarma. And people, they don't know what they're doing actually. If you ask people, maximum they can say moksha, just liberation from sufferings. This is not the goal. You see, very, very important. Once it was one carpenter, and he was making very beautiful houses, in Nepal, out of wood. If you ever been in Nepal, sometimes they're making such a beautiful carving houses, beautiful. So king was so much happy with him. He was excellent master. But one day his master became very old and he said, I am retiring, enough is enough. I don't need anything. So the king, he was so happy with his work, but he didn't want to lose him because no one could do what he did. So he requested him, can you make one more house, please? Because after you, nobody will be able to make such a houses. As a pleasure for me, can you do that? So this Misty master was so much frustrated and he was already agitated by the prospect of retirement. Oh, he was just, okay Maharaj, okay, I'll do that. And he did it like, Jaisa Taisa, just to get rid of this assignment. And whatever used to take him 1 year, he did it within 3 months, basically. And he was using third-class materials and quickly, just like that, just to get rid of this. Okay, and he did in 3 months, and he came to king and said, my dear king, I have done it, take. King was very surprised. Wow, that quickly? That's amazing. He became so expert, you can make one house in 3 months, like that quality. Okay, but my dear master, I would like to surprise you. I'm so happy with you, so I wanted to give this house for you as a gift. Oh no, you should have been told me before. Then I'll spend 2-3 years. And I will use the best facilities of the king. But because we are blind, we don't know, ignorance. And because of ignorance, we don't know what is swarthagatim, what is beneficial for us. And we are missing this opportunity. But it said, ignorance not excuse. You can see that many people, can you put this a little bit side, just this side? Yeah, it's good. No. Face this side. Face this to the wall. Yeah, like that. So, you see, many people coming to Krishna consciousness, isn't it? Many, very many. But not many, but comparatively, we are thinking, oh, so many people attracted. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that many people coming to spiritual process because of 4 reasons. He says, somebody in sufferings. When troubles, people was asking God, please help me, help me. Somebody wants money, arthati. Somebody inquisitive, pariprashnena. Very few people, but they are, pari, we're going to discuss about this. Prashna means question, pariprashna means, pari means around. Parikrama, like 360 degree. They're not accepting blindly, they're asking questions. Parikrama, pariprashna. So they're asking these questions from spiritual master, not just to follow blindly. Somebody very enthusiastic, they want to buy 10 Bhagavad Gitas, amazing. So, we have to ask questions. And somebody very intelligent people. But many people come into Krishna consciousness and they becoming kind of very enthusiastic. It's called utsahamai, false enthusiasm, for some times. And then because they're attracted by somebody, oh, I like that person, I like that, kirtan, I like that prasadam. So they become very much elated in the beginning. After some, like in Bible also they say, many people called but very few can enter the kingdom of my Father. So similarly, we can see people eventually they're losing enthusiasm. Slowly, and then eventually we can see fading away. That's why Krishna says, Manushyanam sahasrashu kaschin yatati siddhaye satatamapi siddhanam kaschin mam veti tattvataha. Tattvataha, tat means that. Tattvataha, tattva means something which is not known to me at the moment, but it's something beyond my perception. Tattva. That which is something unknown to me at the moment. So to know Krishna is not easy and cheap thing. Naham prakashak sarvasya. So our purpose is not just to join Krishna consciousness and to get stamped initiation. Boom. Initiation means beginning, initiative. Just initial stage, just initiation, beginning of the process. Some people, oh, I got initiation, now I'm Krishna, that's finished. I achieved it. Now I am a very famous devotee because I got spiritual name. Anybody wants spiritual name? I can give you right now. You want? I can find out such a super pooper duper name. Mahamandaleshwar 1108 super Pagal. So we can find any name, but simply getting name. I've seen in Kumbh Mela, you know. Mahamandaleshwar Akhara super pooper Tantri Pagal Baba. He's Pagal and some different decorations. And they come in black hair. I've seen some guy came to me completely black, big hair. And he was doing some mystic to me. And I was going to university. I was in Kathmandu actually. And I was studying in Tribhuvan University. This is like Vishwabhasha, international languages. So I was about to go to university. And just that time Baba came to our ashram. And Atiti Deva Bhava, you know, so we have to kind of respect. Okay, what do you want? I want to show you something. Oh no, I don't have time. Okay. I said, show me, what do you want to show? And he gave me a white stone. Really? Give me your hand. I was thinking something strange. Give hand, okay, take. And he put white stone there, white stone. Close your hand. Hindi mein baat kiya tha. Haath band kar do. So I closed my hand. And he came to my hand. Actually, I'm telling you my experience. And he said, I'm just looking, what's going to happen? Curiosity killed the cat, you know. So, and I opened my hand, and it was no white stone anymore. It was Rudraksha. Changed in my hand. I never opened my hand. And I opened the hand. Surprisingly enough, it was Rudraksha. You know? I said, wow, it's called Prapti Siddhi. Prapti. You can change the objects, you can manifest objects with a hum. I said, so? I said, that's cool, huh? And then what? I said, give me 5 rupees. I said, oh, that's all? No. I just had 10 rupees, okay, take. I gave him 10 rupees and he grabbed the 10 rupees in his hand and said, now Ganga will come from here profusely. Really? Okay. And he started to show you. And so much water started to come out from his hand, like from tap, you know. He said, hey, wait, I have carpet like this. We have carpet, you know. Carpet bigger than so, don't, wait. So much water coming, you know, flood. He said, hey, wait. And then he saw me, so now you understand how great I am. He said, oh, really, huh? I know only one great. It's Krishna. So what do you want? Give me 3,000 rupees. Dakshinas. Hey, business. I said, yeah. Otherwise, he said. I said, so what otherwise? If you're not wise, you are otherwise. You know? I said, I am also Baba, okay? And I started to speak mantra, Nisingha mantras. I said, get out from here. Just get out from here. I just gave him 100 rupees just as okay, you're sadhu, okay, have some sadhu dakshina. No, he was very angry. This guy became angry. Hey Baba, I am not Pradhan Mantri ka putra nahi hu. I am not also son of the Prime Minister, okay? I am also sadhu. Take 100 rupees, get lost from here, you know? For your circus performance, okay, take. And now give me 3,000 rupees. Hey! ये भी नहीं दूंगा, समझा? ओम नमो भगवते श्री महानृसिंहाय दंस्त्रा कर्णवदनाय घोररूपया वज्रानखाय ज्वालमलिने मम दिगन्तचक्रमभयं बिन्दिबिन्दी मम शत्रुं विद्रावय विद्रावय अवरिष्टं प्रपञ्चया प्रपञ्चया चिता चिता हन हन चिन्दी चिन्दी मम विषं पूरय पूरय मम रक्षाहं स्वाहा. I was started to chant mantras and this Baba, his hairs became like umbrellas. He got in the wrong place. He never expected Brahmastra, you know. Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya Namaste Sarvara Virphava Vajranakha Vajradhamstra Karma Shayam Randhaya Randhaya Tamo Grasa Grasa Om Swaha Abhayam Abhayam Atmani Bhuisham Shravum. And I was telling him, get out from here. And he took his cloth and he has iron coping, you know. Chains. Om Gramviram Mahavishnu. And he ran away from our ashram. So many people, and that's what I'm trying to say, many people, they're obtaining different mystical powers, siddhis, yoga siddhis, prakti siddhi, lagima siddhi, you know, many siddhis. And people, wow, that's cool, amazing. One yogi, he was doing 20 years tapasya. And he learned how to, lagima siddhi, he was walking on the water. I've seen, walking on the water. Wow, and everybody started to worship him. He's like supreme personality of Godhead. Wow, pani ke upar jat chal raha hai na, amazing. So everybody worshipping him in that village except one devotee. And that devotee was working as a boatman, you know. So this one day, yogi became very angry. Hey, everybody worshipping me, why not you? He said, Maharaj, see, tension, don't give me tension, okay, get lost. Why? Because whatever you learn in 20 years, I can do it in 20 rupees. Why so much tension, you know, 20 years to walk on the water? I have my boat. So I can do it in my boat. Why I have to waste my time of my life 20 years? Can you imagine? But I can do some seva for Krishna. So devotees are very simple, but they are not foolish. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was Pandit, Nimai Pandit. And he was able to defeat every scholar in India at that time, including Keshav Kashmiri and, you know, Prabodhananda Saraswati, Prakashananda Saraswati, and then Sarvamobha Bhattacharya. So, big scholars, he defeated them. But when Prakashananda Saraswati in Benares, he told him, why you're like sentimental sannyasi? Haribol, what is this nonsense? Like girl, like sentimental person. You're sannyasi. You're supposed to study Vedanta. Vedanta, conclusion of all the Vedas. Speak in Sanskrit. Kinchit Sanskritam Vaktum Avashaktam Asti. So, and you are like sentimental Haribol. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Amar Guru, Amar Murkho Dekho Koriya Sasan. My Guru Maharaj told me that I am fool number one. One day Srila Prabhupada, he said, you are all fools. So everybody, like this. And one disciple was sitting, yes, Srila Prabhupada, I am fool number one. Except you, everybody fools. You are intelligent. Because to understand that I am fool, it requires a little bit intelligence. That's why you are intelligent. We have to understand that we are VIP, very insignificant people. That's my definition. VIP is not very important, very insignificant person. Right? In Hindi there is one saying, Oot, pahar ke samne apna sthiti dekhte hain. When camel comes to the big mountain, you know, Himalayan mountain, he see how insignificant he is. Because in the desert, there's nothing to compare yourself. You are the biggest one. Because only snakes and tortoises, you know, in some lizards only. And you are the biggest animal in desert. But when you come to mountain, you become like small dust. So similarly, when we coming to the very, very prominent great devotees of the Lord, those who dedicated their life to Krishna, everything, manasa deha geha, jo kichu more arpirutu apadinanda kishori, those who obtained that enlightenment, buddhi yogam, em swanubhavam akilam shruti saram ekam, they understand the essence of all scriptures. We become very insignificant in front of them. That's the purpose of coming to association of devotees. Buddhayantas parasparam tushyanti charamanti cha. Buddhayantas. Buddhayanta means awakening. Devotees coming together to wake up each other everywhere. Wake up. Tamasima Jutikama. Buddhayantas, they trying to wake up each other and help you. You know, this is very, very important to understand. And this Buddhi and Srila Prabhupada, he created this society, international society, to create the leaders of society. Those who can see the goal, inspire others for the goal, and able to take everyone there by their own example. Yat yat acharati shresttas tat tat evitaro janah sayat pramanam kuti lokastatana vartate. So this is very, very important. And why people cannot, now we are, that was kind of preparation, I'm telling you, why people cannot stay long in the spiritual path. Because there is no transformation of character took place. There is no characterless people. Some garib istidar, poor relatives, you know, there is no strong foundation inside, there is no road, you know. There is no character. This is important. Because modern society doesn't need leaders. Leaders not welcome nowadays in this world. They try to create, what do you call it? Bhera? Sheep, you know? Because it's very easy to control the crowd. Those who don't want to think, they simply, like zombies. People are zombies. Believe me, I've seen. People just, they can't even think properly. They're eating what they're given, you know, all this fast food, all this stuff, artificial intelligence. They stop even thinking even. Artificial intelligence killing even creativity in people. Everything designed to make people average statistic, you know, average blind followers, that's all. But Srila Prabhupada didn't want to create society with bunch of blind followers. No. He wrote in that famous letter, 1972, he said, we have to create independently thoughtful people. And we should not kill enthusiasm and spontaneous enthusiasm to do something practical for Krishna. Prabhupada writes in that letter. And this enthusiasm should be individual, spontaneous, and voluntary. We're not forcing people to come to this movement. It has to naturally come up from the heart of the people. Wow, even I want to do something. Can I do also something? No, you have to follow me only, okay? Okay. And I've seen sometimes people very intellectual. They were CEO of companies, you know, general managers of big companies, and they come in as a new bhakta, and some leader, you have to follow me, otherwise you are not wise, out. And person has to do what he has to do, what they have to do, and after some time he comes to the senses, what I'm doing here. Number one. Number two, Prabhupada wanted everyone to create intellectual people, those who can think, those who will be able to face the challenges of life. I wanted to tell you today a few stories from Mahabharata, which we can learn from Pandavas. Because I can see so many young people here also. We had discussion also with kids yesterday. We have to learn something. Hindu Sanatan Dharma is not something sentimental, Agarvati Mambati, some puja only. No. Krishna consciousness, actually this is something to learn, to sharpen our intelligence. To serve God is not just simply a bunch of blind followers like those who don't know philosophy, they are fools. No. To be fool in front of spiritual master doesn't mean that we have to be fools intellectually, no. There are three things: intent, intention, action, right? Content, in action, and result, consequence. Three things. And we have to have very clear, sharp intelligence to understand what is our intention behind doing anything, what is the actual action, what are we doing, and what will be the result of what we are doing. And in different situations, we have to give stress to different things. Like in bhakti, for example, in bhakti, our intention value, right? Even we do something wrong in bhakti. Like I'm doing some arati or in altar, Om Vishnaya Namaha. It's not correct grammatically. Om Vishnave Namaha. Not Vishnaya. But for Krishna doesn't matter. Bhavagrahi Janardana. He accepting our intention, right? When we want to do something, Srila Prabhupada was giving an example when they're doing Guru Puja, I was telling the other day. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati. Guru. Guru means cow. Bull actually. Guru. And Prabhupada was laughing, they're worshipping the bull. They don't worshipping Guru, they do Guru. But because for Videshi foreigners, they didn't know how to pronounce properly. But their intention was good. That's why Prabhupada said, no problem, it's okay, it's alright. That's their pronunciation not correct, but their renunciation is perfect. You can see sometimes when you're going to some China or some Asian countries, they don't know how to pronounce. Their pronunciation may be not correct, but their intention is very good. In material life, sometimes your intention is not enough. Some big yatra coming, 500 people, and who would like to cook prasadam for them? I would like to try. Guru Maharaj, I love to serve devotees. Let me try. And he put in one bucket of salt there, and tomorrow everybody, nobody can even eat that. Intention is good, but everybody have diarrhea, no yatra. Everybody sitting in hospital. What's the point of your intention? Sometimes you have to be expert also. Sushila mitabhu dakshaha shradhana jitendriyaha. So Narada Muni explains to Yudhishthira Maharaj, we have to become daksha. Srila Prabhupada said something of everything, but everything of something. You have to be expert in something. Expert pujari, expert cook, expert driver, expert preacher, whatever. In something you have to be expert. Something of everything, but everything of something. If you're perfect driver, by hearing the sound of the car, you have to understand what kind of problem there. If you're proper pujari, you should know tantra, mantra, yantra, puja, everything. You should know how to do samskaras, different rituals. If you're proper manager, president, you have to know many things. Situational management, how to deal in every situation, what to be economical crisis, like, danger crisis, we have to calculate everything, what to do. Otherwise, we have big responsibility behind. And sometimes, result is more important than your activities. All these things we can learn from Mahabharata, from Srimad Bhagavatam. Briefly, it's very, very big subject matter. I don't think that I can squeeze it in one lecture, but I want to address our intelligence, to understand that sometimes Vaishnavera Kriya Mudra Vijnana Bhujani. Don't see activities of Vaishnava. We have to understand his intent. We want to see what result he wants to achieve. And in different activities, when somebody has sharp intelligence, sometimes he acts very wild, weird action he does. From material point of view. But result is wonderful. I can give you a few examples now. Like for example, result. Anyone can give me an example? When sometimes I want to do what it's according to Shastra, it's correct, I have to do this, and you do it's called Niyamagraha. You doing, but the result is negative. Or even worse. I will give you an example. It was one Brahmana, and he was Satyavrata. He never spoke lie in his life. Because Satya is a quality. We're going to talk about the 8 qualification of intelligence. 8 symptoms of intelligence, by which you can check yourself. It was one Brahmana, and he never spoke lie in his life. Om. And he was Param Satya Brahmana. One day, he saw a big cow running, and behind the cow, one butcher running with an axe to kill the cow. So cow run away. So behind the cow, after 1 minute, butcher came. Where is the cow? Now what to do? Gohatya is the greatest sin in scriptures. Krishna is Govinda, Gopal. And Garud Puran explains that somebody killing cow or eating meat of the cow, somebody selling cow, kills and eats cow, he'll be suffering in hell for as many thousands of years, as many hairs on the body of the cow. Big sin. So now, if I'll tell this butcher where cow went, he'll go and kill the cow. So I'll become the team member of this crime. So, and if I'll say that I don't know, I'll do some, also sin. I'll break my lifetime vow, Satyavrata. What to do? So he got intelligence. So this butcher asked me, where is the cow? Have you seen cow? So this Brahman was sitting in, Padmasana. Then he just did like this, changed the seat. Since I'm sitting here, I never saw anyone. He changed the seat. Since I'm sitting here, I never saw anyone. No, he changed the seat slightly. Since I'm sitting here, not here, but here, I didn't see anyone. So, sometimes result more important than being right. Sometimes to be right is not right. I was telling this in terms of apology. Sometimes there are 5 secrets of relationships, remember? Attentive, available, appreciate people, right? So you have to accept people and apology. Sometimes to say sorry is not wrong. Even I'm not wrong, but sometimes to say sorry doesn't mean that I'm wrong. It means that my relationship with you more important for me than simply to be right. I want to save my relationship with you. That's why I say sorry. Okay, sorry, Baba. Sorry. I'm wrong. Okay. So I save the conflict. After some time, that person will understand that he was wrong. But time was saved. So that's why sometimes it requires maturity to act properly, not just simply intent. That's also important, because in some cases even intent is good, but result people going to hell. Like Vishnu Maharaj. He wanted to please seniors and went to play this Jua Krida. Okay, let me please Dhritarashtra, he's my uncle, he's very nice, but he didn't know that he's going to lose all his family and wife, and result of that. And later on, Dhritarashtra, when he went in the forest, just to make it shortcut, what lessons Yudhishthira had to learn? Hard way. Personal experience is the best teacher, but only fools learning by no other way. So sometimes we have to learn on our own experience. So Yudhishthira Maharaj, he was so much frustrated, he lost everything, wife, Pandava's brothers, they never left him. That's also another lesson. How to be together even in most difficult situations. Never leave each other. Hold together. Which is also quality of intelligence, which I am going to tell you shortly. And when Yudhishthira Maharaj was in the jungle, see how funny. So many lessons we can learn from Mahabharata. He was in the jungle and he had enough time to lament, oh, what I have done. In Nepali they say, Dhoka pais mangali apna dhangali. So don't blame the mirror if you have ugly face. So he was always frustrated what to do. And Dhritarashtra is amazingly enough writing him a letter. Dhritarashtra, my dear Yudhishthira son, my dear nephew, the purpose of, and he started to give him pravachan, lecture. The purpose of human life is renunciation. Vairagya, Vidya, Nijabhakti Yoga. And people, Panchashanam, Vanam, Vrajet, after 50 years, people have to go to take Vanaprastha, go to forest. But you are so fortunate. From very youth, you're already in jungle. So don't come back, okay? You stay there, you already crossed that stage. And you stay in the jungle, no need kingdom. So many problems, my stupid sons are crazy. Don't come back. Stay in the forest and go back to God, okay? Don't come back. Nice, rationalizing. Rational letter, Sometimes to prove yourself, you have to become rational.
It's a rational lies.
Correct. Rational lies. People, yes, correct. Rational lie. People becoming very, very much smart. How to excuse themselves and assume things which never took place. I always say this, assume means as, you and me. Assume. Assume means as, you and me. Don't assume anything. Sometimes people agitating themselves by assuming things. But externally things not exactly as they are inside. There's so many other examples. I love this example of Vritrasura. You know Vritrasura? Indra did so many crimes, He killed few guys. One guy is new bhakta, he was doing yagyas, What is his name? Vishwarupa, of course, yeah. He cut his head. Vichara. Small guy, young guy, and he killed him. And he also attacked all Vrindabasis. And he killed pure devotee, Vritrasura. Mahapremi Bhakta, Vritrasura, Chitraketu Maharaj, he killed him. Pretty much a crime, huh? And he attacked Krishna's residence, wanted to attempt to kill Prime Minister, and killed all his family also. Govardhan Leela. He wanted to kill all Vrindabasis. And still Krishna gave him visa, for 7-day visa to Vrindaban. And he forgave him. That is also dharma. But Dhritarashtra, he was rationalizing, but that time Yudhishthira Maharaj said, no, Uncle Ji, no. This time ululu mat banana. Because I have responsibility for the people. This time he was using intelligence to discriminate. Not just because somebody senior, somebody telling, wait. Let's talk. Let's put dudh ka dudh, pani ka pani. So let's discriminate. And he made discrimination. No, I have responsibility for my people. I have to protect my people. I was assigned as a king. You cannot take it from me. Just by your wonderful lectures and logic and being on the top position, you cannot tell me something which is against my duty. So this is the symptoms of intelligence, buddhi. And this is about this spoken in Ramayana in Kishkinda Khanda. So when Hanuman, he met Angada, and he glorifying his intelligence, 8 qualities of intelligence. We will not talk about that in depth, so it's very nice to discuss each and every quality. Very important. Oh, really? So that's why we should not go fast, we have to go deep. And when Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, he said, Srimad Bhagavatam is supposed to be read in such a way, you chanting Om Nam Bhagavate Vasudevaya, then you reading all sloka, right? Yam Swanubhavam Akilam Judisaramekam Adhyatmadipamatitirshatam Tamundham Samsarinam Karunaya Purana Guhyam Tam Vyasa Surmupayami Gurum Muninam. You read the sloka, then you chant one syllable of the shloka, Dandavat. Swa Anubhava Dandavat. Yam Swan Akhilam Shruti Saram Dandavat. Ekam Dandavat. You have to do Dandavat, you have to do obeisances to each and every syllable, each and every and then after doing Dandavat to all the syllables of the shloka, sit down and wait what Krishna wants to tell you. Yes. Oh, you're giving class in Dhaka, in Bangladesh. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati was giving class on first shloka of Bhagavatam. First, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Itrataschatir Vijasara Tene Brahma Hridaya Adikavarya Muhyanti Yat Surya. So he was speaking on that verse for 1 month continuously. For 1 month. Wow. One shloka, 1 month. We can speak about one syllable. Lifetime. There is so much information about God, there is no customers, he said. So, with great sadhana, with great reference. And what I wanted to say that it's so many things to learn in depth, not in cross, bhakti shastri, cross, bhakti bhava, stand, book, initiation, second initiation, third initiation, fourth initiation, re-initiation, and again. Wait. We are not here in Maharaj, in the cross, running. How many slokas you will learn? How deeply you understand Anubhava. So that's why Hanuman explains. And these people nowadays, they're so, disabled to make their own decisions. Like in the beginning, what Prabhupada wanted to create the leaders, I am creating Brahmanas. So they can use the brain to make decisions. Because spiritual master, senior guide or leader will not be physically with you all the time. He wants to make independently thoughtful people, those who will be able to face the challenges of life. And this thing should be taught from childhood, from 5 years old. You know, Chanakya Pandit says that children, they have to be as a king till 5 years old, as a kings. Whatever they want, give them, everything. From 5 years to 16, soldiers. 1, 2, sir, yes sir, up, down, go, oh yes sir. Brahmachari Gurukule Vasantatantam Gurum Hitva. You read the shloka about this, Upamanyu, in Mahabharata, Upamanyu and 3 more disciples. They became disciples of Guru when they were 5 years old. And Guru gave them such a heavy task. Heavy task. Don't tell me to tell the stories, but very serious dedication from Gurukula. Clean to Gurum Hitva. Non Pitaram Mataram Hitva. Gurum Hitva. So it means they don't belong to father and mother. Actually, this is a persistent. And what happened, and I'm telling you, this was my experience. I was trained in army for 6 years. Heavy. I was sometimes, honestly speaking, I can confess, when running this 10 kilometers with this machine guns, and sometimes was kicked by the senior soldiers, like this, and after that, go and clean toilet, and just so many things. They were exploiting us. You can say exploiting. And sometimes tears in my eyes. What's going on here? I came to become nice soldiers. 1, 2, 1, 2. No. To become soldier means character, tolerance, unity, team spirit, sacrifice. And one day I remember we in jungle. Like commando training. They dropping you in the jungle, giving you food for 1 day. And you have to survive for 3 days. And after 3 days, you have to come to certain, it's called topography. They're giving you a map, and they're giving you a little bit of food. Rest, you have to survive yourself. How? Who cares? And all the terrain, all this jungles, you don't know. You have to go, cross, you're going and you have to run, and you have to come in time. By that time. And I remember it was winter time, complete winter, minus 20, 30, snow up to here, You know what is snow. In India, they don't know. Here, you know what is snow. Do you? Or it's only also story. Remember some kahani. Snow is there, huh? Yes. Thanks God, there's still snow is there. Because in some places already no snow. So global warming. So much snow was that time. And there's only barrack was there, and then they dropped us in the jungle. And there's no hospital, no CVS. No, this is no any medical stores, nothing. And I had fever 102, what do you call it? And I had some heart, what do you call it? It's called
Throbbing.
Arrhythmia. I got arrhythmia and myocarditis. Myocarditis I got after that. So anyway, so heavy for 3 days with 102 fever. We have to run and no one to complain. And I was thinking, what's going on here? Of course, we did our task. We completed our task, but I was admitted to the hospital for 1 month after that. And I was thinking, heavy duty training. And then we were training and gas masks and digging the trenches, imitation of war. Later on, I'm looking back and thinking, now, wow, if not that training, you cannot survive nowadays. Cannot. More you are sweating during the training time, less you will be bleeding during the war. And when I'm looking back, and even in Nepal, when I came to Nepal 2002, it was actually war. Maoists, they killed the king. It was like, they killing people, blasting, putting pressure cooker, putting dynamite, throwing the buses, they killing priests. Literally, it's not just joke. One guy was killed with 20 bullets in the head, like this. They came to threaten us also, 2 times. They came. But it was another story. Really, very interesting story. One guy, they came to temple in Kathmandu actually. Said, now you have to tell us all your accounts, give us dollars and stuff. Hey guys, wait. And I had new students, I appointed them as presidents there. And we had one center downtown. And I was staying there and I sent my students in the temple. So they challenged. And that guy was very heavy karate karate club in charge. I'll not tell you the name, but I went to this club of karate club personally. I went, said, don't disturb, please, because we also karate. But only, wow, he took out this table and was pistol there. I said, listen, don't disturb sadhus. They came to temple, maybe 30, 40 people came. And they beat out brahmacharis and they said, we're giving you time one night. We're going to set the fire in your temple. Or we can blast, put bomb. You have to do what we tell you to do. So these devotees, they called us. I was downtown. Patri Prabhu, problem now, they're going to put fires, they're going to blast temple. And they blasted so many people, so many temples. It's not joke. I've seen people, dead people, they were killing. I have video. Very dangerous time. I said, oh man, what to do? So I said, we have to worship. One devotee gave me one murti, Nrisingha murti, Ugra Nrisingha. One devotee, actually, from France. He's from France, but he got married. And somebody gave him gift Ugra Nrisingha. And after 1 year, he got divorced. And I said, don't you know that those who are grihasthas not supposed to worship Ugra form? You can worship Lakshmi Nrisingha. But what to do? Like this is Mayapur Nrisingha, Ugra, Murti. But nice one, and Hiranyakashipu, surgical operation with Hiranyakashipu. So I said, Patri Prabhu, we were friends, you know. So, can you kindly take this murti? You traveling brahmachari, you take this murti. I don't want this murti because I want to get married again. Actually, he got married again and he gave me this murti. And I took this murti and I was worshipping at many Salagram Shilas and I was worshipping Gornitai. Okay, give me also murti. And I brought it to Kathmandu. And when these things happens, I give it to my students. You know, I said, you guys, let's worship this Nrisinghadev because we don't have any other option. That's where I learned this mantras. Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Mahanrisimhaya. What is this sadhu? This tantric Baba, nothing. So I said, let's worship Nrisinghadev. That night, all of us, we were worshipping Nrisinghadev, this murti. Om Namaste Narasimhaya Pralada. All night doing kirtan because they said, tomorrow morning we are coming. And if you not provide us money and stuff, you're finished. So we were worshipping all night and I was so much worried. I called to all seniors and Guru, you know, we have problem. Because these guys, they don't care. They put bomb. So we were worshipping this thing and next morning, my students, devotees, they calling, Patri Prabhu, Jeet bhai, very good. Victories. What happened? You know that guy who challenged us? Next morning he got toothache. And he went to the hospital. And doctor was doing some treatment. And he got heart attack and died. Since then, nobody disturbing Hare Krishna. Since that time, nobody came like that. So I said, be careful, don't play around with Nrisinghadev because it's only Singho, Parato Nrisingho. So he's in everyone's heart. And he wants to make surgical operation. He can take care. So the devotees were sincerely praying. So anyway, my point is that sometimes we have to face the challenging situation. Very challenging. I just told you one. So many stories we had, similar stories. Personally, people came. I was actually in Bangladesh 2 times. Muslim wanted to kill me also there. So when we were preaching, also in Nrisingha Chaturdashi, by the way, it's another story. Wow, far out. So I was thinking, what a life. And then when we came and so many other things happened, to ability to face the challenges in life, we need to have sharp intelligence. What to do now in this situation? And sometimes for the action, you don't have much time to think. I remember when I joined, shall I tell you a few more stories?
Yes.
Real stories. Yes. Mahabharata is somewhere in the sky, and all place very nice. But I am telling you my experience, Anubhava. When I joined Krishna consciousness, of course, we heard about this. My family kicked me out. My mother said, don't come home. So I had to work for 3 years as a bungie, as a sweeper. Because I had to work somewhere, I had to do something. I didn't go, army kicked me out, so I was working. And why? Because in our country, in Ukraine at that time, Soviet Union, so when somebody working as a bungie, government's supposed to provide some house to live for free. It's like, the administration of municipality, if you're working for the government cleaning the streets, they have to provide you some one room, simple, living facilities, they have to. But I came to the municipality and I was working there, but they became to know that I'm Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. And in our country, all Christians. And that lady was so stingy. She was Christian. She said, you Hare Krishna, I will not give you. But I said, it's your right, it's your duty to give me. No, I don't care. So I didn't know where to sleep. I was working, getting salary, but every day, every night, I didn't know where I'm going to sleep. Sometimes in one hostel, sometimes in somebody's friend's house, sometimes for 3 years. One day, I became to know that one house, one flat, we have like buildings, skyscrapers, but downstairs in the one Bangi, one sweeper who was working, now he was shifted to another municipality, and that house became empty. Wow, I had a plan. I'll go Jabardasti, I'll go enter there, put my luggage and let them take me out from there. Legally I have right for one flat, and if they will try to kick me out from there, I said, injustice, I can put high court case against them. Because house is empty, I will put my luggage there, and because I'm worker of this municipality, I will stay there anyway. But that lady was more smart than me. I didn't know that. Because if there is no one there and you go inside and put your luggage, that's okay, it's your place. But if there is somebody, then it means you're entering somebody's private area. So what she did, that guy left, old one sweeper, he left with all his luggage and locked the door. And she put stamp and what do you call it, plomba, or they fixed it and put some rubber seal. They sealed that house. And I thought, wow, now it's sealed, nobody's inside. And with my friend, Rajavilas his name. So I said, let's go from the window, and with luggage. You can put luggage to the window. So next morning I'll come and I open the door and my luggage is inside, finished, it's my house. So here I am coming with a bag inside to the window. And we went inside the house and ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 007. Mission Impossible. Ding, 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 ding. See, after the break. Serial, see tomorrow, in tomorrow's serial, next episode. So we enter in there, and guess what there? 2 drunkards guys sitting. Like Jagai Mathai, Pakka, really. Drunkard guys, I never expected. She gave 1 bottle of vodka to few guys, and they just to keep them as dogs, to control the house. So next morning she will bring her own person here. But overnight, she knew if there is no one, if I'll put there something, she will never be able to take me out. But she put there 2 guys, drunkards. And when they saw us, I started to attack with a knife. So I said, hey, run away. So me and Rajavilas, we ran away through the same window. We ran away. But what we did is that Rajavilas, he went this side and I went to another side. So this guy also came out from the window, drunken. They didn't know whom to catch because we went down and they are drunken. So somehow they chosen me. It's like, Nityananda and Haridas. And Haridas, this crazy Nityananda, I will never go preaching with you. So, and Jagai Madhai, they're running. And they're running after. That time, I'm running at evening time, Sandhya, like this, really, Sandhya. Evening time, because before night we wanted to enter there. It was like exactly, not day, not night. So I went inside and then I had to run away. And behind the house, it's like here, forest. It was like forest park. And I ran inside that forest and it's getting really dark, no people there. And this guy's running after me. And then I was thinking, I was running and thinking, come on. I'm thinking to myself, Commando Army officer. Running from 2 stupid guys. Hey! Shame on you, I was thinking. And I put 2 brakes. And I'm turning back to this guys. Because I have my black belt, come on. So I said, what happened to you, my dear Patridas? So I said, I turned back. I just stand to them. These guys became also, what happened? And they stand just maybe 1 meter from me. I said, what? I started to know, best way of attack, defense, is attack. So I said, what to do? And one guy, he knew that I was kind of spiritual guy. Because both of them, they were working in municipality. Yes. Not outsiders. One guy knew me. But another one, he just brought his friend, drunkard. That guy didn't know who am I. And that guy, from behind of this guy, he smashed me in the face. Bam! So much so that, and I just fall down on my knee. I was thinking, I don't think that you want to wake up the lion. You want to wake up the lion. By the way, lion, I was thinking, I don't think, guys, you want to wake up the lion in me. And when I was thinking like, oh, by the way, lion, Nrsimhadev, okay, let me have a deal. And I remember Nrsimhadev that time. I said, see, Nrsimha, this is not good. They beating you devotee, and you chup-chap quiet looking, what a fun for you. They're beating me. See, I didn't attack first. They're attacking me. And I'm demanding my rightful claim. I need some house to stay. For 3 years, I don't know where to sleep already. Is it not enough torture for me? Hey, I'm dedicating my life to you. And by the way, so now I'm making challenge. Now I'm counting till 10, and if you're not going to help me, then I'll help myself. And I really started to count, okay, kind of unspoken deal. I usually never tell this story. Maybe a few times I told this story. I'm telling you this. So, and I started to count. 10, 9, 8, Nrsimha, I'm counting. 7, 6, 5, Nrsimha, 3, 2, and I was just almost already finished. 2 big guys like this coming, like from some gym club or something, very big. Hey! And this drunkard. What? And these guys came, maybe 20 meters from me. What are you doing to the boy? And that time I was very small, dubla patla. Because I was doing so much tapasya for 3 years, And I was dressed as a normal dress, So this guy is in jungle, the dark. They thought that this guy is attacking some boy. What are you doing to this boy? Hey, boy, don't worry, we'll take care. And they coming and taking these 2 guys, like this. and I stepped up from my knees. Thank you, Nrsimha. So, and they took them to the tree, literally. And boom! I don't know what they did to them. Oh no! So I ran away from there. I was, oh no, if they will kill them, then I'll be responsible. So let me run away. So I ran away. So, and then I ran away, and the next morning I was, as usual, as nothing happened. Of course, that flat was given to somebody else, I didn't get that. But anyway, I continued to do my duty. For 1 week, I never saw these guys, because they're also from municipality. After 1 week, I was in the street, cleaning my duty, cleaning the road. And I saw these 2 guys coming. One guy had some plaster Paris here. The other one had plaster Paris here. And when they saw me from far away, they went to different direction, 100 meters, run away from me. And I was thinking, thank you, Nrsimha. So sometimes, but to act in this situation, you can get all kind of situation in your life. Really. From one side, of course, it's exciting, adrenaline. You don't know what's going to happen to you next moment. And in Nepal, we had earthquake, we had so many things, so many people died, and we had to act swiftly, quickly, as a team. And to organize, left, right, go ahead, back, come back, take this, take. And sometimes you have to deal with managerial issues. And it's not over. It is said, race is not over until it's over. But what is the result? We have to think about it. Why are we doing what we are doing? Always ask the question, would I like to establish myself as a super-pooper hero? Or I want to unite people and make strong team? Or I want to please Srila Prabhupada? What is that? And I was reading today a letter to Guru Das in Yamuna, Prabhupada writing. 28 January 1969. I didn't say it, but he says, when big election taking place, even opposite parties are uniting for the one common purpose. They stop fighting. Your behavior is very important, responsible. Prabhupada writing to them. Everybody is so much inspired by your behavior. Don't misbehave, don't fight with each other. for one purpose, sometimes you have to unite together, even you have some disagreement. Prabhupada wanted always, and he didn't want blind followers. So, purpose of Krishna consciousness is to become better yourself and then make others better. Apunachare jivere sikau. First this, then address. And we should not be always depending on those people, those who are feeding us from the spoon from the very beginning. It's expected that we grow up and become mature children. So Krishna consciousness is transformation of the heart. And I just mentioned for you the qualities that Krishna consciousness, dharma samsthapanartha. Dharma is not just bunch of rules and regulations and you follow and aparadhas and very dangerous place, so many rules and regulations, you're like bound. But actually dharma is a transformation of heart, is qualities. People should develop major qualities, 8 in number. If you have those qualities inside your heart, you can face any situation in your life. That's why in Gurukula, Krishna consciousness, we are training these qualities. I will just mention a few of them. It's a great challenge not to discuss them in depth, but it is this time I can mention to you. And there is systematical training process, how to train these qualities in the devotee's heart. And once you have that character, wow, anything, you become like a spiritual warrior. Prabhupada said, Krishna consciousness is challenging declaration of war to Maya. Therefore, we have to have those. If you're not standing for something, you fall down for nothing. And only somebody, very sincere person, can accept the challenge from spiritual authority. Because sometimes Guru has to become heavy. Guru means heavy. Heavy with realizations, heavy with knowledge, heavy with, instructions. So first quality, we have to develop these qualities. And actually, dharma, one of the quality is dhriti. Have you heard about this? I'll just tell you only few qualities of what is real dharma and what is the 8 symptoms of intelligence. And you'll stop for today, maybe some questions. Okay? First quality of dharma is not the religion, it's dhriti. Dhriti means ability to overcome difficulties, to accept challenges. Dhritam dhriti, ability to face the challenges in life. Otherwise, I've seen sometimes difficult situations. Oh, difficult. Very difficult them to send to some, like in Nepal, they say, finish. They melted, panchar ho gaya. You see, we have to be proper. Go and open temple. He told his Jataka Maharaj, go to Montreal, you're temple president. Really? Which temple? Construct the temple and become president. Guru Gripadas, so he said, go to Japan. And he wrote, Srila Prabhupada, there is no sadhus here, no devotees. Make devotees and associate with them. You make yourself devotees. Create your own sadhu sangha. Go to Soviet Union, go, some mothers, go and get married with that person. This is Jagatarini Mataji. Have you heard of Jagatarini Mataji? His Grace Brijal Prabhu. Okay, go to Hong Kong. Jagatarini Mataji, she was an actress in Australia and in America. Go to Hong Kong and get married with one boy there. Which boy? You will see him there. Go and get married. Any photo or anything? No, just go. Any money, expenses on the way, I have some money. No expenses. 10 back to Godhead magazines, distribute and you'll get some money. No money, nothing. 10 magazines only. And she putting some simple sari, sitting on the flight, on the way distributing some 10 magazines. And she says, this guy didn't even come to receive me in the airport. So she got some money, she got booked some taxi. I've been in Hong Kong. When you're coming to Hong Kong, everything in Chinese language. All this boogie moogie, not in English. And I'm asking people, excuse me, what's in Chinese? And I sit in the taxi. Yeah, I was going to Chimsasuri, Kowloon. This is one area there. I went there in Kowloon. So I'm sitting in taxi, and this Chinese guy, driver. Night time. My flight came 12 o'clock at night, by the way. No, nothing. I said, okay, where I'm going, I had some paper address only. Paper address. So I'm going, where I'm going first time? Going, and then, somebody told me, in New York never sleeps. And Hong Kong never yawns even. Daytime, nighttime, same. So much light, so much traffic going on. And this guy driving, silence. I'm a little scared, like in those horror movies, And all of a sudden, this guy started to laugh. I was thinking, oh man, guy, what's going on, And then he started to speak to the air. And I was thinking, oh no, this is not going mad or something. Very wrong. I cannot take it. And then I realized he had small earphone and he was talking on the phone with someone. Nearly I had heart attack in the city. But then he dropped me in the 12 o'clock at night plus, so he dropped me in the city. And I didn't know what to do, left or right, where to go. And I just kept, because I didn't come on this cloth. Because I am coming in devotional clothes, they say, oh, Hindu Lama. So they don't allow me. Hindu Lama. I had to come, and I brought my deities Gaurnita, I just put, and they cussed. What is this? What is this? What is this? Buddha. I said, Buddha. If I try to tell them, this is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what they will understand? I said, Buddha, why two? Two Buddhas. So they let me go. So I came, and when I came to Kowloon, I was standing. In 5 minutes, trust me, in 5 minutes, one guy came to me and said, okay, marijuana, girls, hotel, nightclub, anything. In 5 minutes, I was offering 4 kinds of regulative principles to break. In 5 minutes, I was thinking, far out, man. And this guy who came, he was Nepali. He didn't know that I knew Nepali. So, and I came, and I was in this topic because I was covering my antenna. So, I was covering, and this guy, hey, oh, you want it. What? Nepali, I spoke to him in Nepali. And he ran away. So what to do? Where to go? So you have to sometimes social, emotional, you have to face the challenges, you have to act very quickly, you don't have much time to think. So we went to one place, there's one in Simsa, so there's one Hare Krishna temple there. And it's in the building, it's like, on different floor. And you come in, and building is closed at night. You have to put the domophone, what do you call it? What do you call it? Landline, house phone, like this. So in that particular house which you're dialing, so this guy is supposed to wake up, and then when they have to open it from inside, from there. So this guy, I'm coming first time, this guy, everybody's sleeping, 12 o'clock at night, devotee is sleeping, Mangalaratis. So they say, somebody come, I said, Haribo, open. Who came? Haribo. We have one password here. Everybody has Haribo. So the word is very simple, but sometimes we can be challenged with so many situations: terrorist, earthquake, natural, and there is dhriti, ability to hold and persevere, resilience. Dhriti. Second quality of, and this is a quality. It's not about the satya. Satya means this is not simply rule to be truthful. I have to be truthful. What to do? No, it's quality. You simply hate lying. It's quality inside that doesn't. You may sometimes say in political way, politely, but you hate that. That quality has to be instilled, ingrained in our heart. Resilience. This is a quality. If you don't have it, you don't have it. So second, kshama, ability to forgive. Kshama, this is dharma. Kshama. Another one, dhamma, ability to control your mind and senses. And then dhi, particularly dhi. Dhi, this is intelligence. Discrimination power. Dhi, this is dharma. And vidya, another anga of dharma, vidya. To get some information, to some knowledge, it's not just blind followers. We have to be erudite, we have to be, that's what we are saying something, oh, you can drive, you can sing, you can dance, you can do puja, you speaking. Yes, we have to be expert in many areas. We have to collect information which can be useful for us in our life. Nice to have the head among the clouds, but you keep your legs on the ground. We have to be, because, so therefore dhi, particularly I would like to talk about dhi, no time already. Dhi means discrimination power, intelligence, which can discriminate. It's not simply, dhi means developed intelligence. And intelligence means, not just blind follower. You're telling to the disciple, okay, Guru tells, give me a glass of water. Give me a glass of water. And disciple goes in the kitchen. Why water? Sweet rice much better than water. More nourishing, so much vitamins there, so much, very nice protein there. Let me make for Guruji sweet rice. And disciple making sweet rice, going to market, buying so many things, expensive items, cooking very nice sweet rice coming from Guruji asking, why so long it took you? Guruji, forget about water, rice much better. You stupid, I need water to put tilak, I need water to put tilak. So sometimes we're using intelligence in the wrong way. We are thinking we are too much smart. Don't be over smart than Guru. Prabhupada said, anyway, now we're coming. One formula of success. Guru always right, okay? I said, okay. But what if Guruji will say the rope is a snake? What will you do? This is not a snake. This is a rope, Guruji. You have to fight with Guruji. What will you do? And maybe Guruji wants to teach you some lesson. He wants to see your maturity. Yes, Guruji, this is snake. And you start to beat the snake. Like sometimes Srila Prabhupada, he didn't want blind followers. But at the same time, he didn't want the arrogant, gaddar, disobedient people. I'll come to that shortly, but it's just a few more minutes. First symptom of intelligence is sushrusho, desire to hear. Very important. How you can understand that person is, intelligent? By his desire, laulyam, sushrusho. Sushrusho. Su means very much expert in doing something, like when repetition. Sushrusho, yutsu, very expert in fighting. Like, it's magnifying the meaning. Sukham, not happy, super happy. Like that. So sushrusho. Sushrusho sradhanasya vasudeva katharuchihi yat mahat sevaya vipram punya tirthani sevaya. Sushrusho, desire to hear. For intellectual people. Srila Prabhupada said, my Guru Maharaj, we have to understand that hearing is one of the most important principle. Bhaktivedanta Saraswati had a yatra in Vrindaban, and they were in Koshi. And he said, there is one Sheshashaya Vishnu temple. And he told to all the pilgrims, everybody can take darshan of Vishnu in temple, but so those who want to stay back, I'll give lecture. 90% people went for the temple, but Prabhupada said, no, I'll listen from my spiritual master. I stayed back. And my spiritual master was speaking such an intellectual language that even English people nowadays, they have to use dictionary to understand what it is. Writings of Bhaktivedanta Saraswati is so high profile, royal language, king's language, that even, local English people, they need dictionary to understand what he's talking about. So many examples. Recently, one Pakistan reporter from Pakistan, he asked a question from one, official person. What is the question? And that official person spoke in royal language, in high English language. This reporter was he went to Pakistan, he learned in all dictionaries, he couldn't find those words. He became frustrated and he left his job, useless, He became so frustrated. Because when you don't understand the language, you feel yourself inferior. So, but Prabhupada said, I wanted to hear from him. And Prabhupada himself said, I couldn't understand what he is talking. In very, very hi-fi language he was speaking. But I simply wanted to hear from him. That's all. And after many years, after 11 years, when Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati got proposal to initiate him, oh, this is good boy. I'll initiate him because he has desire to hear. Therefore, he said, he will be able to preach very nicely in future. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati immediately. So the Shushrusha, desire to hear. And second quality naturally, you know all this. Second is Shravanam. Ability to listen properly with not negativity but intellectual, to understand. And then third one is Grahanam. Grahanam means ability to absorb and hold it. To hold the line of thought. Like sometimes in lecture, I'm telling that joke, that story, that different anecdotes, but what actually the line of message, what I want to say. Ability to be in track. That ability, grahanam. Okay, that's okay, that's decoration, alankaras. But what is the main message? What is the essence? Yam Swami Bhavamatlam Shruti Saram Meka. What is the essence? That ability to discriminate, dudh ka dudh, pani ka pani, like Hamsa. They can take from water and milk, they throw out the milk, they take in only water. That grahanam quality, this is a symptom of intelligence. Like that. Of thinking. This is a culture. To teach people, not blindly. And the fourth one is dharanam. In Kali Yuga, people are remembering only 3 things usually. So now we are doing Guinness record. We are going to remember 4 things already. We're going higher than 3. So hopefully we all remember all of them, all 8 today. Quickly, at least remember. Fourth one is dharanam. Dharanam means to remember what we heard. Because sometimes Ayaram Gayaram. What did we discuss? It was very nice. What was nice? Nothing I remember. Yes, sometimes it is psychologically. We hardly Smarana Shakti, very, very weak power. So, and the people will always remember, actually, this is I am doing psychology, so people will remember always 2 things, always. First thing, you will never get second chance to make first impression, number 1. Never. That's psychology. People will always remember how did they feel when they met you first time. Not second, not third. First time. When they saw you first time, psychology. Okay, how did they feel? You can never expect people to lend their helping hand unless you touch their heart. So how did they feel? And second thing, they will remember always what you have done for them. That's why they have to be gentlemen, gentle ladies, they have to be human beings, not simply Sanskrit snoring preachers. Done. Bye. Not like that. We have to be human beings. Prabhupada was human being with capital letter, human. He was feeling for others. Somebody asked him, Prabhupada, why people love you so much? Giriraj Maharaj asked him. Prabhupada said, because I love them. That is the fact. Because I love them. And he did. So dharana, remembering in our mind what actually we heard about that. And then 5th one and 6th one, for example, it's called uha poha. Very easy to remember. Uha poha. Uha and apoha in Sanskrit, but together it's uha poha. So uha means to contemplate positively what you heard. Not to find some fault. He's talking, let me find some fault in this. Sometimes people, they, like flies, trying to find imperfection. Once, there is Shrota, Sota, and Shorota. There's 3 kinds of listeners. Shrota, those who are listening. Sota, and Shorota. Shorota means cutting. Like cutting for the cows, this grass, this kind of blade razors, called Shorota. Shorota, Sota, and Shorota. Some people listening and they're waiting when this guy will finish. Then I'll show him. And they start to cut in front of everyone. Once, such a guy, he was not devotee. He was waiting when Prabhupada will finish his lecture. Prabhupada was giving lecture. And this guy was sitting and he was waiting. When only I'll just show. And then Prabhupada finished. Any questions? And this guy, yes! Yes, please. So, why? Shooting like this. Why? And Prabhupada listening. Peacefully, calm. Why? You tell me why you Hare Krishna people? And then after 1 minute, all disciples became very much agitated. This guy, when he will stop, stupid guy, screaming at Prabhupada, screaming. And Prabhupada cool, listening to him. So all disciples getting angry. And Prabhupada just said, cool down, okay. And this guy is talking. And then Prabhupada asked, are you finished? No! I can't keep talking for 1 minute. Then Prabhupada, are you finished? No! Again talking for 1 minute. Then Prabhupada said, are you finished? Yes! Sit down. Any other questions? Prabhupada let him vomit everything. Sit down. Any other questions? So sometimes we have to face the situation, Who are you? Prabhupada said, there are 4 kinds of people in Kali Yuga. In Kali Yuga, Kalau Shudra Sambhavam. Everybody is stupid Shudras. Second class, Vaishyas. Third class, first class Brahmanas. Second class Kshatriyas. Third class Vaishyas, mercantile people. And fourth class Shudras. First class. Not even third class. First class. Fourth class. And in Kali Yuga, everybody Shudras. Less intelligent people. And somebody thinks, what? And who you thinking you are came here to teach us? What category are you? Thinking yourself. And Prabhupada said, and I'm 5th class. I came to serve Shudras. And he sincerely said that, I came to serve Shudras. Because he could have been easily sitting in Vrindaban doing his bhajan and no tension. There's a very nice poem of Kalakanta Prabhu. You know Kalakanta Prabhu? I think we can conclude with that poem. Very nice poem, I like very much. So, uha, to contemplate, mananam, nidhyasanam also is there, but uha means to contemplate what you heard with positive attitude. Not negatively, but positively, right? And confirm with personal experience. What is it relating to my experience or not? Not blind follower. Again, see, pariprashnena. Pariman parikrama means 360-degree, confirm yourself. Not blindly accepting. And apoha, uha apoha. Apoha means ability to think critically. It's purva paksha. In Nyaya, it's called purva paksha. When you're getting some statement, you have to counteract with opposite state. Find some opposite doubt on that. You understand the point? For example, crows all black, by all people mortal. So purva paksha means you putting opposition. But if people not mortal, then let me find out and clarify these doubts. Maybe not crows are black, maybe some white crows there. And I'm doing from negative side, I'm putting benefit of doubts. I'm not blindly accepting whatever somebody telling me. This purva paksha means I'm questioning what I was, and I'm trying to solve all those doubts. And once I confirm those doubts, that's not true, then my faith becomes very strong in what I was heard. When I can defeat all those doubts by research, by not accept blindly. So we are questioning the truth. This is philosophical point, how to strengthen intelligence. Because when people accepting things blindly and things goes outside of their concept, how can you say that Guru Maharaj said not correctly? We're trying to kill that person immediately. When somebody telling you something which is outside of your concept of morality, for example, right? But in ISKCON we have this rule. Everybody have to follow this rule. And if you say something wrong, kill him, put him in fire. He's a Atankavadi. Wait. Maybe some logic is there, maybe something. Don't be niyama graha. For example, right? So sometimes maybe he's right. Why not? We have to be open for suggestion. Because spiritual life is always not straight. It's always like Ganga, dynamic. And time also changing. That's why sometimes I have experience. I am always regularly accepting feedback myself, as a leader, as a whatever you can call it, as a friend. Can you tell me how I can improve myself? I need your help. We have to be open for suggestion. We should not be black and white. So like that, we have to put some doubts, positive doubts, not critical doubts. I don't believe. No, but what if it's not true? Then what will happen? Then analyze the situation from different angles. And once you prove yourself this doubt that it's not true, then your conviction becomes very strong. Okay, like last thing, not the least. When, for example, I am practicing, I'll give you a practical example. I joined Krishna consciousness because I saw one devotee, Vrindaban Prabhu, and in Ukraine. He was so enthusiastic, so preaching. I thought, wow, this guy is really fired up. I was very much inspired by him. How he spoke me about the books, he was so convinced. I was inspired by him. But how long time I can be inspired by that person? Because he's not always with me. And if he will stop chanting Hare Krishna, I was asking myself, if that guy will stop chanting Hare Krishna, will I stop chanting Hare Krishna? Oh, he is not chanting, I also don't chant. Wow. So it means you have a Kamala Shraddha, you have very, very thin, very, very patla, very, very weak faith. But when I thought, even he will stop chanting, I will not stop. I thought to myself, if he will stop, will I stop? No, I will not stop. It's my conviction. And trust me, so many people stopped. My near and dear friends stopped. Somehow I'm still chanting. Somehow. And something may happen even to your spiritual masters, to your authority. If he will step down, if he will go aside for a while, whatever, something happened to him, will I stop following this process or not? And if our strength, inner strength, conviction, it makes, like I'm always giving an example of the anchor. When we are in the ocean, by the way, right? And we are in the war. Sometimes wounded and killed people also there. Maya is not sleeping. And sometimes we're in the ocean, like Dhruva Maharaj is saying, my dear Lord, this material life is Mrityu Samsara Sagar, this ocean of danger. Bhaktir muhu prahatam payame prasango bhuya tanantam hatam amala shayanam yenam jasobana murubya sanam bababdhim nisye bhavat gunakatham ritapana. He's saying, my dear Lord, like Prahlad Maharaj, my dear Lord, Dhruva Maharaj is saying, this ocean full of blazing dangers, sharks and anger, greed, lust. They can eat you up and spit you. But I am not afraid, my dear Lord, because I am intoxicated by your Krishna Katha, Gunakathamrita Panamatha. So that's why we always have to check. Will I leave this process if some seniors will leave or they will speak something? Discrimination, apoha. And if gurus start to speak or seniors start to speak something wrong, put a question mark and start to inquire from him, or I'll blindly agree with him. Oh, yeah. No. This is not blind following. Sometimes senior people, I know, the first person I met in Krishna consciousness, I told maybe the story now, Haribol, he told me. He was sannyasi. And he fire up inspired me. He woke up my spiritual soul. My soul, I woke up literally. So, Haribol, he told me. I'm saying, this crazy people, what's going on? Don't tell me to tell that story, it's really a funny story. But when I met him, he just looked at me, Haribol! And he was one of the most successful preachers those days in the 90s. All Europe, there were disciples and preachers, and he did so much. And he did very nice lectures and preaching and established many temples. But then life is, it's not the end, this is the bend. Something happens. And he left movement. And I was thinking, if he will leave, will I continue or not? And if it becomes your life, when Krishna consciousness becomes your existence, not just simply hobby or some external tilak just to impress others, or some Haribol, some dot, Hare Krishna, see, in some modern style of some modern kirtan or something. That's nice, but people attracted by the external things. But what if I'll put you in the fire of preaching and you're going to face challenges, earthquakes and gun to your head or anything? It becomes not vigraha, it becomes galagraha, it becomes burden for you. Prabhupada said. If you don't have that conviction. So, that's why uha apoha, we have to put this positive, challenge to discriminate some doubts, benefit of doubts. And we have to ask questions again, pariprashna. Parikrama means 360-degree questioning, don't accept blindly. And then 7.1 is artha vijnanam. How to utilize whatever we heard in our practice. Because I'm giving lecture and artha vijnanam, when I can see next year, are you practicing? No time. He's a stupid guy. What he hear, but he didn't hear. He listened, but he didn't hear the message. Because Bhagavad Tattva Vijnanam, it's called Artha Vijnanam. You can implement in your practical life. When you can see, you're giving instructions and person immediately implementing in his life. He has a symptom of intelligence. And Tattva Jnanam, person understands the supreme truth. And actually he is getting and experiencing that in his life. He achieving that. He experienced anubhava. So this is tattva jnanam. And therefore by developing these 8 symptoms, who remember? We can repeat quickly. And you can read the poem and you can stop. First one is? No. Susrusho. First one is susrusho. Remember? Susrushaha. Requiring desire to hear. Desire to hear. And then Shravanam, ability to listen properly. Listen properly. Then third one? Grahanam, to be able to maintain the essence, to not to lose the, many things you heard but you didn't get the main point. Grahanam. Then fourth, Dharanam. Dharanam. Right? Ability to remember what you heard. And then? Uha apoha. Uha means, what is that uha?
To contemplate positively.
Contemplate. What did I hear? Not just blowing the next like buffalo. Eating plastic, newspaper, everything, whatever comes. No discrimination. You have to contemplate. What did I hear? And whenever you heard, like I see some people they're writing, making notes. Very important. Making notes. Because better broken pencil than sharp memory. After a few days you will forget everything. I had this actually habit, even till date. I have